Why are African leaders often associated with corruption? Corruption is a complex issue with deep-rooted causes and far-reaching consequences. Join us as we explore some of the key factors behind this phenomenon. Let's get started. To understand the prevalence of corruption among African leaders, it's important to consider the historical context. Let's delve into some key aspects. First, the colonial legacy. Many African nations have a history of colonization, during which corrupt practices were often perpetuated by colonial powers. These practices, such as bribery and embezzlement, became ingrained in the social and political fabric of some countries. Next, the post-colonial challenges. After gaining independence, many African nations faced significant challenges such as economic instability, weak institutions, and political unrest. These factors created an environment conducive to corruption. Transparency and accountability are crucial in combating corruption. Unfortunately, African leaders often face challenges in these areas. Let's discuss some key factors. First, weak institutions. Many African countries struggle with weak governmental institutions, including law enforcement agencies and judicial systems. Insufficient checks and balances contribute to a lack of accountability, allowing corruption to flourish. Next, the lack of freedom of the press. Press freedom is essential for uncovering and exposing corruption. However, in some African countries, journalists face censorship, harassment, and intimidation, limiting their ability to expose corrupt practices. Economic inequality and poverty are significant factors that contribute to corruption among African leaders. Let's explore some important aspects. First, the resource curse. Some African countries are rich in natural resources, leading to a phenomenon known as the resource curse. The mismanagement and exploitation of these resources by leaders can fuel corruption and exacerbate inequality. Next, poverty and desperation. High levels of poverty create a desperate environment where bribery and embezzlement can thrive. Some leaders exploit this vulnerability for personal gain, further perpetuating corruption. Citizen participation is crucial for holding leaders accountable and combating corruption. However, in many African countries, this participation is limited. Let's touch upon some key points. Firstly, limited civic engagement. Limited civic education and restricted civil society spaces hinder citizens' ability to actively engage in governance and demand accountability from their leaders. Secondly, political patronage. Some leaders use political patronage systems to maintain power and control. This system often rewards loyalty rather than merit, perpetuating corruption and undermining democratic processes. As we conclude our exploration of why African leaders are often associated with corruption, it's important to remember that corruption is not exclusive to Africa. However, the prevalence of corruption in some African countries can be attributed to a range of factors, including historical legacies, weak institutions, economic inequality, and limited citizen participation. Addressing corruption requires a multifaceted approach, including strengthening institutions, promoting transparency, and empowering citizens. Thank you for joining us on this thought-provoking journey. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, thanks for watching.